Evening all.
Evening people. Steed and Santa in the commentary box now to watch the rest of this match. Greg Casey's just lost to Sean Walsh in the other game there.
Colin Downie pulls one back, Stephen.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he keeps up the tap break for the rest of the game.
I'm sure the viewers will be enjoying the tap break, Stephen.
Yeah, you know me, I like a good tactical battle myself.
What's the viewers' thoughts on this game then, guys? Who do you think is going to win? It's 8-6 to Barry at the moment.
I'll tell you what, Barry doesn't hit that side break very hard, but they've been coming out nice. I was actually practicing with him last week in here and he was doing the same, and they were splitting well every time.
He's one of these guys, Stephen, he's absolutely fearless. He goes to the table, he's one of these guys that could probably win the event, if I'm honest.
Yeah, he's definitely a danger. Especially once you get a win under your belt, you kind of settle down a bit. You can definitely beat anybody on his day.
How do you feel yourself for being the first one in the second round, Ella?
It was a struggle. I couldn't really get into the match, to be fair. I struggled, but I'm glad to get the win, and then it gives me plenty of time to think about it before tomorrow at 7. So I'm looking forward to it.
I suppose tomorrow night will be a different for coming into the club today at 12 o'clock. We've been not so busy today. I would imagine the club will be a lot busier tomorrow night. It'll be a bit of an atmosphere about the place.
Yeah, it'll be good as well because we'll have all the local backing for myself against regardless who I'm playing tomorrow. Whereas it's a bit of an awkward one when I'm playing Doy when we're both local lads.
So who is it you play tomorrow? The winner of who, Stephen?
Declan Duff and Dave Portman.
I don't know much about both players, but I've heard a lot. I've heard a lot of comments about the boy Duff. He's young and up and coming player for Ireland.
Yeah, I've heard that. I heard he just won a big money match at the weekend as well, so he'll be full of confidence. Dave Portman, I've never actually heard of, but you're not entering this event if you don't fancy your chances.
Yeah, there's no many events nowadays. There's pool on every single weekend all over the UK, but where do you see an event? £2,500 entry a man.
Yeah, it's serious money. Big winning pot as well. Who do you fancy for the tournament?
Who do I fancy for the tournament? Am I biased if I say you?
A bit.
Well, I will say you. It depends what you turns up. If you of old can turn up and play your game, you'll be hard to beat.
Yeah, hopefully I can perform over the next couple of days. I don't think Gareth Higgins will be far away either, to be fair. Seems to be he's on the table more than the cloth, so you've got to fancy your chances.
Yeah, obviously somebody that's playing regular, unlike yourself. Obviously, working life when you were younger, you were the same yourself. You were winning lots of things when you were on the table. Obviously, the bookie's favourite, Greg Casey, I see he's well up there in the outright betting. He's obviously just been knocked out. So, is that one for the bookies, you think, Stephen?
Yeah, I think that I know Greg was put in a lot of treble betting, so the bookies have definitely made a few quid there. I think the other ones to watch are Barry. I think he's been bet quite strongly in the trebles and accumulators and stuff like that. And I think we've got a couple of good games tonight as well. Lewis McCool and Brian Cumming will be a good game, good attacking pool, that one as well.
Another all Scottish battle, Stephen. I'm going to put you in the spot here. Who do you fancy, Lewis or young Brian?
I know Brian's been playing a lot and he's playing well. He had a couple of good results down at the Ultimate last weekend. I think if Lewis can turn up and keep his head straight, I think Lewis will beat him in quite a close game.
Yeah, Brian's a fantastic talent. Obviously, I've got the experience of managing Brian back in 19 when I took him to Cyprus in the Scotland team. And I'll be honest with you, we won the event. But if it wasn't for Brian, we wouldn't have won the event. I know there was a lot of people, a lot of eyebrows were raised when I put him into the team, and a lot of people were asking why did I not give this player a chance or that player a chance. But Brian was absolutely fantastic for me. He's a great young prospect. It really, I think the Brian and the Lewis ones just depends on what Brian and Lewis turns up, you know.
Yeah, I think that's what it's all about. Lewis, I think, needs to get off to a decent start, or he can kind of lose the head a bit. So as long as it's kind of levelish, or he gets off to a good start, I think he'll get better as the game goes on. But it's open pool. If the breaks don't work for you, anyone can win. So
yeah, as you can see, obviously, young Brian was down at the Ultimate. I saw one of his results, and one of his results I think was 7-1 or 6-1 or something when I saw it on the TV. And to be honest with you, he never really done much wrong in the match. It was obviously a lot of it's down to the breaks. But obviously we're talking about the people who are favourites to win the event. I think a lot of people are discounting the real number one, as he calls himself, Big Tierney.
Well, I've actually just seen we've got George Tierney watching live just now. So how you doing, big man? Be good to see you when you arrive later on.
It's nice to see the fans are watching, Stephen, as he says.
Yeah, well, he's always been a fan of myself, so I would imagine he was watching me this morning as well.
Yeah, he's like that. He loves the Scottish boys. He always takes a bit of advice from me, texts me regular. One thing I don't give him advice on is his clothing. But George, what time is George on? Is George tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning, I think, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
The kebab shops in Scotland will get a turn at George tonight, and then we'll all see him in the morning.
But anyone that's local to McGoldrick's, get yourself down over the weekend. The setup that they've put on is first class, and anyone that's been to McGoldrick's before will know that the club always put on a good show. The food's awesome. They've got every drink under the sun, so if you're out and about, pop in, say hello.
Yeah, fantastic club. I remember people used to say I had a good club, but Paul's pushed the bar out. He makes me look like something in the slums nowadays. I'll need to maybe speak to the wife and spend some money and see where we get to.
Yeah, Paul's definitely took the pool hall game to another level.
Some of the chat there, some people are commenting about George Tierney being first in the queue in the chip shop tonight, Stephen. But as long as he comes over and keeps his head off the drink, George has got a chance. He's a fantastic cueist. I remember the very first time I ever met George, never met him physically. I was speaking to him on mails. He was mailing me about playing Mr. Boyle. I was playing poker that night. I think I had £2,500–3,000 of chips in front of me. By the time I'd finished arguing with George, I had nothing.
I think we might see some money matches come from this weekend, and possibly even have a couple over the weekend as well. You've seen Greg Casey likes a money game. He's out the tournament, so I'd imagine him and his backers will be sniffing about, maybe trying to get a game.
Oh, that's a bad one there for Barry.
He was actually unlucky a few shots ago. He tried to play the ball up the cushion off the red, and he's potted it clean at pace.
Yep.
I'm actually surprised that the bag took it at the pace that he played it at.
I think he ended up a bit more in the jaws there than he thought he was in. He's tried to also play up into the big bag, thinking it was a guaranteed pot, but he's ended up. Colin's played a snooker here that I think Barry needs to play a wee swerve shot, but I think he can get it okay. I'm just going to run into a wee bit of a tactical battle now. 8-6 to Barry, of course. To another all-Scottish tie, Stephen. Obviously, I think every Scottish player drew another Scottish player, and some Irish players drew each other.
It's a bit of a shame that 6 Scottish guys all drew each other, and Sean Walsh, Greg Casey travelling over together, they drew each other. It's a bit of a shame, really. But that's
the luck of the draw.
That's the luck of the draw. It was completely random. Names out of a hat, old school. No any computer generating it. It was just old school luck.
What time are the live games tonight, Stephen? Is it 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock, yeah. I'd imagine the game that will be on table 10 will maybe run a wee bit later. Because maybe an hour and 20 minutes later than starting, so one of the games might not start till about 8 o'clock.
Yeah. And the Lee Washbrook Dash Champion game here, Stephen. I don't know much about either player. I only know Lee through some of the challenges through the lockdown. Do you know much about any of them?
I don't know. I've heard the name of Daz Cheatham. I don't know him personally, and again with Lee, I've only seen him on the lockdown challenges. He was very, very strong in the old speed pool challenge and the lockdown.
Yep.
So whether you're breaking condition quick or breaking condition slow, breaking condition. So he's obviously capable. Nobody in this tournament's paying £2,500 entry fee if they're not capable.
Yeah, definitely. What's the viewers' thoughts in the chat then? Who wins the Washbrook Cheatham game, guys? Give us your views.
Colin's played a bit of a loose shot here, to be fair. Barry really needs to make something happen, but he's gave him a chance. It's a great shot by Barry there. It's actually a wee bit unlucky with the white. All he can do is really roll this in and take his medicine.
Yeah, good shot with Barry. He's got a great attitude to the game, to be fair.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing with Barry that's improved over the last few years, is his temperament. If he can keep the temperament that he showed the last year or so in events, that's a great shot. Great shot.
Great shot there for Barry. Just a bit of drop this in, screw back a few inches and give himself
I think he should
10 out of 10 black in my opinion, Stephen.
Yeah. It's perfect. Just needs 100% in the pot. The pockets are playing quite generous, so he'd fancy Barry to get this 10 out of 10.
Yep. 9-6 in front, Barry goes.
It's good to see that the break that Colin's using doesn't seem to be bothering Barry. I think 2 or 3 years ago you'd maybe seen Barry getting down and just bashing the balls and opening them up.
Yep.
But he seems to be
being quite disciplined.
Yep.
Lee Washbrook's played the loose one there and screwed in off in the top backstone. Dash Chipman comes back to the table on reds, I believe.
Yeah, I think he just needs to take this one off the right hand side cushion and
drop them in.
Take them in from there.
Scotland captain getting in the chat there, Mr. Gillespie. Good evening.
Gibbs 147. I don't think I've seen you hit a 47.
147 I heard was part of his phone number, Stephen. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think that's the only time he's ever had those numbers next to his name.
147, maybe that's his mate Jamie Burnett or something. Maybe
that'll be what it is.
Stephen Maguire, maybe one of his mates. He just wanted to put a name up for them. Sorry, Scott. Scott was over earlier. It was good to catch up with him. Had a wee bite to him. He said to me, Stephen, do you want a bit of pakora? I turned down the editor. Thanks, Scott.
You don't want to leave food lying around when the Gibbs is about, that's for sure.
The only thing he struggles is the fact he's only got one mouth as well, Scott, Stephen. Yep, there's Colin. He's tap pack again.
Must say it's a commentator's dream to be commentating on a match with someone breaking like that.
Maybe Liam Dunster sitting watching could maybe go over and show him how he does it.
I'm actually surprised at Colin doing that, because Colin's generally quite open. And I was watching a wee bit earlier before we came on the commentary, and he was doing that break, but then once he got in he was going for quite crazy finishes. It didn't really make sense.
And to be fair to Colin, I think the game before it starts is probably half a dozen, 12 of the other. It's kind of eachy peachy game, probably 10 to 11 the pair. A lot of Scottish people would think, obviously some for Glasgow favour Colin and some probably for our end of the woods would probably favour Barry, but I think on paper Colin's a fantastic player when he gets going.
Yeah, I think if you look at the results that Colin was getting in the Saltire Tour last year, I think he's maybe played Scott Gillespie twice and beat Scott twice in the Saltaire Tour.
Is that right?
There
You go, Colin.
And as you know,
Colin just did the bash there.
you're not
Sorry, Barry.
a bad player if you can take out Mr. Gibbs.
Yeah, he's a great player. I remember years ago when we first had Corner Pocket back in the day when I enjoyed pool.
Yeah.
He came through and there was a few money games going on. Colin managed to steal a few pound off of me and your dad against a few of the boys.
Yeah, Colin's always been like that for years.
He's a great guy as well, and obviously he's right at home here in the club he works in, so he'll be feeling right at home. It's just a matter of trying to get himself back in the game here.
Daz Cheatham's went 2-0 up in the other game.
2-0, Daz's break. Barry's tried to pot that. Just still an open table here soon. Will be.
Nah, I think Barry is on reds.
Really? Can you count?
No, open table.
Every ball's on the table.
Surprised at Colin in it. It's a really a nothing shot Colin's played there, but he's obviously trying to keep it tight.
He's just going to try and hang this other bag into a double out there just to get double the yellow up the table and try and keep control. Lloyd Williams, thanks for your opinion there on Lee. To be honest with you, as we both said, we're not very familiar with both players, so your opinion on Lee and Daz is appreciated. Yep. I know if you're not fast, you'll ask Scott. That's why I always end up paying the bill when me and you go for food.
Gibbs straight out the door.
I'm a wee bit slower than you getting out the door. Used to be worse when the boss man was there. Then we had Dunster come onto the scene. You started feeling sorry for me and started digging in. Captain and manager's role, I believe. No, in all honesty, over the last 2-3 months, obviously, with the doors starting to get back open, Stephen, it's good to see some faces and some friends that you've not seen through the lockdown. It's good to get a bit of banter and have a bit of laugh again, and start seeing the boys. Obviously, the last couple of days we've been announcing stuff for the Scottish pool. For anybody that didn't know, Kenny Donald gave us an amazing donation to sponsor Team Scotland heading off to the World Championships in France. So the buzz is really starting to build up for going to France. And I was speaking to Gibbs about it earlier. Obviously, he's my captain. He's a fantastic guy and friend. Really looking forward to it. The whole Scottish pool family is really looking forward to it. So we'll see how we got on over there. I remember one time we went to Killarney and everybody told us we were team champs. I think we were first back in the ferry, so we won't take nothing for granted. Teams on paper won nothing.
It's good to see Kenny's generosity from his wee win that he had, giving back to something that Kenny went to all the tournaments when I was growing up over the years. He was at Bridlington every year in the Scotland B team. A genuine good guy.
Yeah, listen, any donation coming back the way to help the Scottish pool family is amazing, but for the volume of money he gave us is absolutely remarkable. I had a chat with him in McGoldrick's last Sunday, and just to hear the whole story, listen, you think it's a surreal and a dream. You see these people on the news winning the lottery, but for someone you know and you're friends with and you've known for a lot of years, to see them winning such a large sum of money is absolutely unbelievable. I was so happy for him when he was telling me the story, but I'm even more happy the fact that we get to spend some of the money he's donated and buy all the Scottish pool players lovely new tops and jackets and bits and bobs. Sorry about that, Stephen, my phone. See Gibbsy there looking to get George's autograph again tomorrow. I was saying to George last night, Gibbsy, one thing he stopped doing is sign polo shirts and t-shirts for all the fans. I think it's something they should certainly take up, especially when he's come to Scotland. He's got many fans here.
I think he'll maybe make an exception for Gibbs, seeing as he's one of his top fans.
Yeah, Gibbs is top fan of the real number one. He'd phoned me a couple of years ago when we were up in Dundee. Asked me if I had any video clips of George beating Brian Cummins. I'm sure George sent him over a few clips, and Gibbs was practicing some of the things George had done in the match, you know.
Collins took away a nice finish there.
Game goes 9-7. Daz Chapin stole another one, Stephen, without us paying attention.
I think it might have actually been a breaking dish. I seen he was on a finish. I never seen Lee at the table, so looks like Daz is getting his arm going in that game. I'm sure Lee will get the arm going as well and make a fight of it. Once you get the first frame on the board, you can kind of settle a bit and enjoy the match. First 18's a long way, so it's more a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, you're true in what you say there. As long as you don't end up 5, 6, 7 a gap, 2 or 3 frames at this level can be changed at any point. A couple of dry breaks and boom, you're back in the game. I looked earlier, I think Greg Casey was 2 in front at one point. And then I looked back over and he was 3 behind, and it was literally 15, 20 minutes. So it can happen at this level with the talent that's here.
Well, I was watching the Greg and Sean game, and Greg was 14-13 down. He's played a monster treble, and he's got 2 hanging balls, and he's miscued and gave Sean 2 shots. So then went 15-13, and at 15-13 down, he's had a bounce out in the middle. So that just shows you how.
Yeah, the pool gods just went with him, Stephen. I watched the game a few weeks ago in my own club, and Stephen Benny had a bounce out to beat Morgan McInnes 7-3, and he ended up getting beat 7-6, and he was pretty much sitting on the black just to plop the black in, but the ball popped out. But that's just that's pool, as they say. Collins missed an easy one there, Stephen.
Yeah, he got down very quick, as if it flew in the top. Maybe it was tighter than it looked, but he obviously fancied it because he got down very quick. Barry just needs to take his time here and make sure that Colin's got the red over the left cushion as well. It's a bit dodgy, so Barry's got a wee bit of security there. And he'd like to get rid of the yellow next to that red as soon as possible. He could play to move it just now, but he's not guaranteed to get on a shot his next ball.
Play for it now, Stephen, but he needs to be lucky, as you say, for his next shot. He doesn't need to play this hard.
He's played that really well.
Great shot. Gibby's asking there about the Sterling Hunters sleep that night after the Brian Cummins game. Yeah, Scott, the real number one had a extremely sore back the next morning after the Brian Cummins game, but
I think Barry missed a trick there. Barry should have been going up for that one up in the top cushion.
Should have been up for his bad ball, yeah.
Because then you just drop it in for to get the other one in the middle that he's stuck to now.
I think he's now stuck, maybe touching ball. Sorry, as I was saying there, the night after the Brian Cummins game, George had a very difficult sleep that night and didn't realise till the morning when he woke up. He was sleeping on top of 30,000 pounds sterling. He just realised with his video the next morning that, that's why he had a sore back. He was lying sleeping on top of all the Scottish pound notes.
I think the real number one's done not bad in Scotland over the last 5 years.
I can't complain myself. I've done no bad with the real number one. Some people laughed at me when I said I was backing him in games, but he's a terrific money player and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I think there's still some people out there that get caught up in all the hype, thinking that the real number one isn't as good as what he actually is.
Yeah, he's a fantastic player.
I can assure you, George is a very, very good player, and under pressure, there's not many done it better than him.
I'm sure when they came over that first night in pennies, he'll correct me later when I see him, but I'm sure the shout was, "You're just a fat Johnny Slavin." That was the shout. I watched George's video last night, and he was telling me that the English boys kindly gave him 15 or 20 or 30,000 pound it was for that last game for singing a wee song. Ireland get beat everywhere they go. He's quite comical, George, when he gets going. There's Mr. Higgins on the chat, Stephen. He's the only man I know that eats free dinners on a Tuesday.
He's the only man I know that weighs 18 stone and can call me pudding belly. In fact, Scott, now that you're on the chat, how did you get on with your driving theory test today? Did that go well for you?
One thing about our Scott is he's Mr. Clever. Remember the time at the counties when he told us? In fact, it was one of the first. Forget about the counties. We'll do the story, Stephen. Do you remember the very first pool league night when you and Mr. Higgins came to play for me?
I do, yes, up at the
stables.
Yeah, up at the stables, yeah.
Yep. Scott had a little mishap in his grand's house.
Yeah, it was his own house that his gran had went over.
Right.
Still to this day, we've never found out who broke into that house.
Yep. Did the window not go out the way instead of anyway?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone broke out rather than in.
Yep.
But
he's a comical lad there, Scott. We do love him. The bald Higster. Wonder if he'll make an appearance here later on tonight, or he'll be tucked up with a San Am.
I think he'll probably drown in his sorrows, because I've just heard that he did actually fail his theory test today. At 30 years of age, I find that quite incredible, but there's always next time. At least you get unlimited nudges.
Yep, you get as many goes as that one as you want. Just pay your money again. Let's go, Scott. Hopefully you've rebooked it again. That would actually be incredible. Scott Higgins driving means I wouldn't need to pick him up on a Tuesday night.
He's got many years of picking me up. I think Colin's actually tried to go into the black there, isn't he? He's tried to screw into it.
Didn't he? He goes the bottom right.
I think if he's playing the double there, he should have played it in a way for the white to come off the cushion and go into the balls rather than screw into it.
Yep.
He's guaranteed to hit them.
Yeah, he's just going to need to give this a bash and hope, you know. I don't really think there's anything you can do with this, Stephen. This is a close your eyes and apologise. Oh.
I don't even think he's hit that hard enough to make anything happen there. He's just...
No, it's just been a hit and hope. His only saviour here is probably the ball down the line.
Barry's got plenty to get on it. I don't know if he can see the hanger over the top left just now. If not...
Does he play the snooker here,
He might need to play safe. The only other thing he's got is he's got a plant. Looks like the plant goes.
Oh.
It's a bit twitchy for my liking.
That was a bit close.
He's also the wrong side of this yellow, but
drop this in and
he might need to play the plant long.
Maybe try and get the other side and play it long. Oh, he's taking the hanger first. Maybe leaving his bad ball to last.
Yeah, I don't like the way he's went there. He was relying too much on getting the right side of the two balls in the middle, and then leaving the ball down the cushion to last is never really ideal.
I think he's probably going to try and play this in the middle here. Playing the snooker now.
He's got to play the snooker.
The other yellow is probably his saviour here.
Yeah, just bounce this out. And
Mr. Higgins says he's not got a great pass with passing test, Stephen.
Well, I can remember one that he failed a couple of years ago as well, actually.
I won't comment on that one.
Yeah, failing test seems to be a regular thing for the Higgs.
Great shot Colin's played there. He's actually managed to... I'm not too sure if it's a snooker, but if he can see it, he can just see it.
He's not left him an easy shot regardless. So
played a fantastic shot.
A very good shot. If it's not a total, Barry needs to play. He might be able to clip off at Finn if he can see it, but if not, he needs to play us at pace if it's not a total.
Yeah, if it is a total, he's got a chance of snooking them back just by sitting on the bottom one and using the middle ball to... Oh, he's potted it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Daz Chapman's just about to take another one out here in the yellow, Stephen. Yep. Drop this in, he's in the black in the middle. Barry's blessed there.
Yeah, it's a big frame as well. That's from 9-8 or 10-7. That's a big swing.
10-7, that is a big swing. Staying free in front there. It's a sore one for Colin because he played a great shot getting the snooker back. What's your plans for the rest of the night, Stephen? Are you here for the night?
I'll hang about for a wee while, and I'm unfortunately working tomorrow before being back in at 7 tomorrow night.
Yeah, no doubt your opponent will be lying about a hotel room. Is the opponent that you play, is that game tonight or is it in the morning?
11 o'clock tomorrow morning, so I'm not sure if those guys are coming up tonight or tomorrow morning.
Right, okay. So they've possibly got a bit of travelling in front of them, possibly in the morning. I wouldn't think they'd be travelling up in the morning, Stephen, starting at 11. I would probably think they would arrive tonight.
Yeah, I think everyone should be here by tonight.
I've got no football tomorrow, so I'll pop over and see your game at night time, but I'll possibly pop over in the morning and see the real number one. See if you can give me any diet tips. Colin's rolled into the back of the pack again, Steve. Astonishing.
Yeah, I think he's just going to stick with that for the full match. He's obviously got a bad record breaking in here, where he's maybe leaving.
Very fortunate with that
open.
black there, Stephen. He's jawed the black and it was actually going across to go in the other middle until it kicked the yellow.
If those yellows have landed a plant in the middle, then it's actually not a difficult finish if that is a plant. I think it might be going to the top knuckle, but
find it now.
Yeah, I thought it was going to the top knuckle.
Okay, yeah. So Colin's back at the tables on reds. Lee's at the table, I think, on yellows here. Has got a chance. When you come to these events, Stephen, big money entry and stuff, the first frame to get is obviously the first one, the hardest frame to get. Sorry, Lee will just be hoping to get one on the board here and hopefully get a wee kickstart.
Yeah, I mean he's got a chance on yellows here. He should be taking these away, so I think he's maybe played a loose one there.
He's played a pure shot there, Stephen.
Yeah, he's got 4 foot of table to play with there, and that's the only place he could have landed and not been on that yellow. He's still got a chance. He just needs to pot this top left, and
I think you can still see the one at the bottom, Stephen, if you can see it.
I think if he can see the one at the bottom, he needs to play it with right hand side, which is taking the white away from where he would want to be.
Yep. This is getting harder now.
Yeah, it depends what angle he's got on here.
He just needs to watch it, doesn't he? Run out at the back of this.
He'd love to have the angle to stun over to the side cushion and back into the middle of the table. That takes the red out of the equation, but I don't think he's got that angle.
There we go.
Yeah,
He's been fortunate with the wee
been
kiss there.
fortunate. He was relying on a bit of luck there, but sometimes you need that, and if he takes this away, that gets him a frame on the board, he can settle into the match a bit.
Yeah, Lee's going to get his first one on the board, so 4-1 that'll be.
Barry's back with a chance here as well.
Barry's back with a chance in yellows to go 11-7 in front. Barry's got a wee bit of support with him here tonight, as he always does. One thing I'll say about Barry, he always, especially when he plays in Scotland, he always carries a bit of support. His family and his friends and stuff like that, they always follow him and turn up. He's got a wee bit of carrying support in the lobby. Oh, Barry.
He's had to force that there because the only way he could have got on his last ball at the top was from the yellow closest to the right hand bottom bag. He'd have still fancied him to get that though.
Colin can't let these chances go though, Stephen. He's got to take these chances out now.
He seems to be
He's
playing very
negative for me. For me, all Barry does now is play that up the top, cushion
first off
the red, boom, he's got another chance.
If he goes, he's got the finish. If it hangs, he's took control of the bag. It's a poor shot by Colin there. If he's going to play the safety, he needs to make sure he's welded.
There we go.
Yeah.
Put Barry's in total control again.
Now that red still passes up the top, but I think it forces Colin to go game.
But the thing is, when you sit and look at it now, Stephen, why does he not go game the last time?
Yeah. The finish was a lot easier the last time.
Yeah, because he's certainly more than capable, Colin. If he gets a chance, he's played a good one there.
He's absolutely perfect.
He's absolutely perfect here to kick his other one out when he plays it.
He needs to play this at pace. He's played that well. And he's relying on a bit of luck, but he played the shot well. He had to play it at pace. It was the only way to get it out and get the white down the table.
Again, he's going to need to play this one at a bit of pace to nick it in. It's just really where the white ball lands here, Stephen.
I think he's with that yellow going over the red going over the bottom left. He's kind of guaranteed a shot.
Yep, good shot there for Colin. One of the viewers is asking if they've ever played in air 8 ball, Stephen. You played in air 8 ball? Was that?
I've not. I've only played in Irvine 8 ball up there. That's the only one I've played in. I played in the tournament last year.
I know of the club Irvine 8 ball. It was a friend of mine, Harry Hood. It's the Hood family that owns the club. I've actually never been in the club, but I saw photos and images of it. Great family, well known in Scottish pool.
I think there's a good few clubs up that way. You've got.
Whoa, Colin.
Oh, he's got away with that.
I think he's got away with it.
Yeah, he's put his hand up, so he's got away with it.
There we go. This is going to go 10-8 to Barrett, and Daz is back in about the balls again, leading 4-1. Aidan, you ask about air 8 balls. Is there a reason why you ask? Daz has got a wee bit of work to do here on the red. Stephen, he can take this one up, but I think he needs to try and play the flick. Probably not off this one, probably, or maybe not. If he can land low on that one, he can drop it in, take it in right middle.
If he comes left cushion, right bottom cushion, he's going to be guaranteed the angle on the bottom red to then just drop it in and get the other red in the middle.
Doesn't he actually need to move it here?
Oh. Nah, see, he's tried to come one cushion there.
Oh, he's going to snooker himself in that one.
Whereas if he went the 2 cushion route, he's guaranteed the angle. If he lands too thin on the bottom one, he can go into them.
Yep.
But he's left himself a double. If he gets a double, you fancy it to get the frame.
Oh.
He's missed it. That's the thing. See, if you play the wrong shot, then that's what can happen. He's not played the right percentage shot for me either.
The match fixtures, Jamie, I believe, will be on Cuesports Scotland on Facebook, or you can get them on Cuescore. Have a look in Cuescore. All the fixtures results are on Cuescore. You'll get them all on there. Club's really starting to fill up now. You feel the atmosphere starting to build for tonight's games at 7 o'clock. We've got Brian Cummins and Lewis McCool, all Scottish tie, and Richie Comiskey, is it you pronounce his name? And Gareth Higgins. Gareth Higgins has travelled up yesterday for Wales. It's a lovely lad, Gareth.
Yeah, I think he's actually got a sleeping bag in here since last night.
Is that right?
Yeah. We know Gareth likes to play a few frames of pool.
Yeah, he's one of these players that's on the table longer than the cloth, Stephen. But listen, you get out of it what you put in. Yeah. He's a fantastic player. You tell me earlier, he's been playing a few money matches of late, and he's got a few challenges on the go that'll be up and coming possibly in the next 6 months. So best of luck to Gareth in that. Barry's missed one there.
Yeah.
Gave Colin another chance here in yellows.
I don't know, Barry tried to play that. It looked like he tried to play that with about a right hand side there, and I think just playing ball would have gotten the same result. It makes the pot harder when you're playing at that sort of distance.
Yep. No problem, Aidan. Just wasn't curious if you were looking for.
If you see, that's the link for the matches has just been put in the chat there for anybody that's interested. The timings don't actually go in line with the draw just because of people travelling, etc. But it is a straight draw from where you can see it on the Cuesports app.
There's a legend, Danny Wilson, joined us in the chat as well, Stephen. Evening, Danny. Hope you're well, pal.
Be good to see Danny through here at the weekend if he's out and about.
Wonder if he'll turn up with a guitar, Stephen.
Well, that would be handy.
Get him to play a few numbers. Last time I saw Danny singing was sadly at Laura Boyle's funeral, and I'll tell you what a set of balls that boy's got.
Yeah, I seen the video. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it that day. I was down south with work, but I seen the videos, and he's a bigger man than me. I certainly couldn't have done that.
No, he's a fantastic talent at singing, Danny. I remember when he started a few years ago. He's just got better and better. It's like everything you do, whatever you put in, you get. Lee Washburn said a terrible miscue there. Sorry. Yeah, it's like everything you do. The more you put in, the more you deserve to get out. And Danny, he's pretty much singing all the time. So he's a top lad, Danny. I spoke to him at the funeral, and I said to him at the funeral, how many singers do you know that's actually ever sang at a funeral? Yeah. It's not something that's normal done. And what we done that day was absolutely fantastic. Obviously, it was a very sad time for everybody, but the stuff that Mark done and the family done for Laura was unbelievable. And then obviously Danny singing a few songs. I actually posted a few videos of him. Unbelievable.
Back to the game.
Colin's tapped into the pack again. He stole that one there to go 10-9. So Barry's went for 3 in front to back to 1. And Daz Chapman's just about to go 4 in front here, Steve.
Yeah. I think with the way the Colin and Barry game's going, I can see this going tight all the way. There's never really been anyone that's took off. Barry keeps getting a couple of frames ahead, and then Colin's bringing it back. It'd be interesting to see how Barry reacts if Colin was to maybe get ahead.
Yeah, but as you said earlier, Barry over the last couple of years he showed a great temperament. When he was younger, Barry would easily have cracked at Colin going into the back of the pack here, and he's a fantastic talent, Barry. But it'll be interesting to see if Colin can nip a couple in front, just to see how he copes with playing Colin in his own venue in front of his own crowd. Although, as I touched on it earlier, Barry's got a bit of crowd with him here as well. It'll be interesting to see, but it's a very close tie, this one. Big Ryan Martin commenting there. Discussing about Mr. Dooley falling off his bike the other week. Yep, Mr. Dooley got hit with a bus on his mountain bike over in Frankfurt or Belgium or wherever it is.
Yeah, he's in a different country every week just now, living the life.
Yep, Mr. Dooley's all over the world at the moment, jet setting, living the life. If I've known Mr. Dooley for all the years I've known him, he's tripped over a caramel, fell off the bike, broke his ribs, broke his hand, whatever he done, and there was no bus in sight. But listen, he's a great friend. We wish him all the best over there in Frankfurt or Belgium or wherever he is tonight. He could be in Holland, he could be in Germany, he could be anywhere. Never know, he might walk in here tonight. That's the deal.
I think he's due back next week actually, isn't he? So we might see him.
Be good to see him. Not seen him this year. I actually seen Dooley when he went away last year working away. I actually seen him more when he was working away and what he did when he stayed here.
Yeah.
In some manner, Kevin. So again, Colin and Barry are involved in a wee bit of a tactical frame here. Daz Chapman's in about the yellows on the other table with a 5-1 lead. First to 18 the races are, folks.
Every time I look at that table, Daz Chapman seems to be on a finish, so he's obviously hitting the ball well.
Yep. He won the last one there. Lee Washbrook was actually in a great position to win the last one, but he had a really bad miscue on his last ball before the black. But every time I've watched Daz, I've been watching the game obviously on our main screens, Colin and Barry game, but every time I look across, Daz seems to be cueing really well, and I've not actually seen him miss a pot yet. He looks so comfortable at the table. But as you touched on it earlier, Stephen, anybody that's paying £2,500 entry is more than capable of taking 7 or 8 balls clearances. Colin's been a wee bit fortunate there, Stephen, with the yellows went up and actually kicked his red out there. He's been a wee bit fortunate there. But
I don't understand why he's played a pot there, because he's got the red dead on the cushion and he's also got the red down the bottom of the table that's dead, so potting that ball in the middle never really gave him any benefit.
And then he's played another safety. Gives Barry a chance here, in my opinion. Takes the pot and then takes the bag for me, Stephen.
Well, It depends how open Barry's feeling, because those 3 balls are next to each other, so all he needs is a wee nudge on one of them, and then it opens them right up. The percentage shot's probably to take the bag. I think Barry's been playing quite open. I don't think he wants to get bogged down in this sort of stuff.
And just as we say that, Stephen, Daz Chapman's just about to go 6-1 in front on the yellows again.
Yeah, he has looked impressive.
Yep.
And it's obviously a close game. The bookies had it 5-6 a pair, so it was obviously a close game on paper.
Barry just touched this here, Stephen, to play the snooker, or did he stay aggressive and try to play down to go for it?
It all depends
if I know Barry, he plays the pot here.
Yeah.
Yep, he snookered himself.
He's played it
on the one that he wanted to play. It's a poor shot. Poor shot with Barry. Can also swerve by the side of the black and play the other yellow, Stephen, and try and keep the other bunch of 3 yellows, 2 reds tight in the game, but or does he?
He just doesn't want. He
doesn't want to open the reds up here. He's actually played a poor shot again there, but Colin gets a spot.
Yeah.
One good pot here, and Colin's in about the balls.
He's asked the question, to be fair, but
I think Colin will play safe here. Yep. Colin's played safe. He's actually played quite a good shot, because the red he's played is knocked over, covered the yellow at the left hand side of the black as we look. Barry's just going to flick off this and try and play safe again.
Played that very poor.
Colin's got to go for these in my opinion.
Yeah, he takes the
red bottom ball first, got up the table, and
should be roll-ins for someone.
Should be roll-ins for somebody entering a £2,500 a man entry tournament. Yep. Easy peasy. Should be 10 each here.
A lot of the people watching won't know who Colin Downie is, but I can assure you, Colin can definitely beat anyone on his day, and he's one of those guys that will play anyone as well.
Yep. He's fearless, Colin. I just don't get why he's tapping the back. He's obviously getting a bit of success about it, Stephen. But he's as good as anybody in this hall when he's in about the balls, you know.
The only way I can think of is he struggles to get a ball off the break. If he just doesn't want to open them up and give his opponent the first chance every frame.
Or he's trying to get into Barry's head.
Yeah, there is a bit of that as well.
Nope. Colin on the black for 10-10. Daz Chapman's in about the balls here again. Colin goes 10-10. It's really turning into. It's going to be a cracking game. This, I think it's going to go all the way. This is Colin down stools to head for a toilet break. Daz Chapman's on the reds here. He's got a chance on reds here, Stephen. Not sure he's on that one in the middle though.
I don't really know why he's played that so slow there, because even if he's on this red in the middle, he can't do anything from it.
Yeah, I think he's going to need to play a swerve shot.
No.
He's kicked his bad one out and he's on nothing.
Yeah,
absolutely nothing.
I think he was asking a bit much there. That's the difference between guys in this event like myself and the top guys that are playing on the IPA and Ultimate Pool on the free sports every week. These guys don't leave shots to chance.
Yeah, obviously I'm a great believer at pool's the same as any other sport. You've got top level players, which we've got in here, Stephen, but then you've got your elite elite players don't lose the white ball like that and get involved in 2 and 3 and 4 visits a frame. We all respect to the guys that are playing.
Right, Lee's just got 2 shots here, so he needs to be taking these out. He needs to get a bit of confidence back.
You just got to play the one at the top and stun down into the gap for the one closest to the bag. Pots this, decent white ball, should be all over. Or do you play the one in the middle of the table first, Stephen?
If he's got the angle on the one in the middle of the table, I'd be playing that just now. But at 6.5 a dozen, you should, either way, you should really be taking them. Just drop this in, make sure you're low on the yellow for it to come back up. I think he looks okay.
Just drop this in. Did it with a bit of pace and lost the weight for me, Stephen.
Have to punch that in a wee bit more than that. Not sure he can hold for this on the top.
Oh.
No, he's missed that.
He's missed it again.
That was just that. The poor shot was the one, the yellow before that. He's got to make sure that his weight's coming away from the cushion.
He's landed perfect in the back too, Stephen.
Yeah.
It's a shame the yellow didn't make it. But Daz has got a wee chance here to probably play the red round the table and play a snooker.
I would, if it was me, I'd be potting this red first and then playing the safety of the one on the side cushion. It's more guaranteed.
He's playing the one on the side cushion now, Stephen, by the looks of it. He's played a good shot there, Stephen.
It's not a bad shot, yeah.
Developed his bad one, got a snooker at it.
I think the red's blocking the natural angles up and down and from the side cushion.
He's not got many options here, Lee. The one he needs to try and play the jaws, Stephen. Maybe going off the left hand side, top cushion with check side. He's playing the jaws. There you go.
It's a good hit. Probably deserved a better result than that, to be honest, but
Daz has got drop-ins here, to be honest with you, Stephen. This goes in the middle, and then if he doesn't pot these, he shouldn't be here.
Lee probably deserved a better result, but he shouldn't have missed the yellow, so he probably deserved to lose the frame after missing the yellow.
Barry smashed him open and got a terrific break there. Probably
you've got to fancy Barry to take away these yellows.
Ideally, I probably think he'd want on red, Stephen, but he can't get on red first shot, so it's going to need to be yellows. Yeah. Daz has played quite a loose one there, Stephen.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
He's never moved the white. He's left himself quite a tough shot here.
The good thing is he only needs to pot the one top left, natural angles coming back down for the red, but he shouldn't have been leaving it that sort of.
Yeah. Barry's played to go into those two there, which is he's been unsuccessful, but I think he's actually landed lucky because he can pot bottom right here, screw back and take the one in the right hand side middle.
I'm not sure the one bottom right goes. I think he's tried to move that there because it doesn't go.
Okay. So he needs
I think if it went, he would have been down playing it already because he's perfect.
He needs to take the thin snick into the right middle here, Stephen, then run it into red. Do you agree?
Yeah, he might even need to play it off of the red in the middle of the table. It might be a bit too thin.
Does he play a thin slice plant and try and get the one in the left middle, Stephen? The right middle's the first shot that I called. Good shot. Oh, he's missed the pot. He's developed every red. Colin should be taking these out for me now, Stephen. The only problem balls the one at the bottom of the table, but I think it goes bottom right.
I think if he plays the one long just now, gets the one on the right cushion, then to get on the ball next to the baulk line early. Oh, that's a bad miss.
Colin, that's a bad miss.
Barry needs to punish that mistake now.
Daz is really starting to run away with it now, Stephen. At 6-1 over there.
Yeah, Lee's made far too many mistakes, and it's easy chances he's missed as well. It's not really down to missing hard balls or anything like that. It's his own doing.
Yeah. 7-1 it is to Lee now. I thought it was 6-1. He's now at 6 clear. It's a big gap still to pull back. Doesn't matter if
even in a first 18, it's still
a big gap.
He really needs to catch him before 15. I think we've seen a wee bit of a change in Barry's attitude.
His body language.
Yeah, he's starting to drop his shoulders, and he's trying to push the boat out a bit too much and make stuff happen.
Just needs to try and keep his composure and settle down here.
think everyone would have seen Barry playing in the Ultimate Pool event last weekend and just seen just how good Barry is. He showed on the big stage that he's one of the top guys in Scotland now, and he's playing pool all the time, and he's got something to play for now as well. He feels like he's got a point to prove.
He's landed on it okay, see when it goes through here, but
the thing is that if that goes bottom right, he's going to be nudging the other yellow as well, so he might develop, and it's all about getting the angle to get back up the table for the black as well. It's not easy.
One of the commentators there, do we think someone could win the tournament playing this negative? Yep, I definitely do.
Yeah, Benjamin, there is a difference between playing negative and having to grind out a result. No one really likes to play negative. I don't believe Colin will break like that the full tournament if he wins.
Barry's body language. We punch in the table there. He's starting to get disappointed with himself, and really, it's 10 each to him. There's no need for him to get frustrated. He just needs to calm down and stick at it, and just
you've got to look at it. Still
back to basics.
It's still a race to 8. It's still not a short race.
Colin will just play safe here, I think. And I don't think there's any need to. Should be potting him. Yep, he's going for the game. Fair play to Colin. Oh, he's missed that. That's a bad miss for Colin, and he's been very fortunate there because he's pretty much left Barry nothing. He's been very fortunate there.
The only shot I can see here is a Chris Merlin special into the top. I'd be playing this into the top right hand bag next to the black.
3 cushions around him?
3 cushions. The treble that he's looking at, I think the red is still in the way for that.
You see some of the shots that. Oh, he's trying to back heel it into the middle bag seam.
Looks like he's gone far too wide here.
He's hit it, but for me, he's just gifted the frame to Colin the map, and
yeah, I would have rather had a full ball smash on that rather than trying to come off cushions.
Colin's probably going to leave the one in the middle bag to.
I think
second last ball.
Colin's actually played a bad shot there. He should have been leaving the angle on that red to nudge the black over towards the bag, because he was guaranteed a shot on one of the other reds anyway. So he now needs to play a positional shot, whereas before he would never need to do that if he nudged the black out.
Yep. He's a bit all over the place here, Colin.
Yeah, if he lands thin on this red,
two cushions
then he's having to move the black.
There we go.
He's fine. He's played it quite well.
He's played it well there. 2 plop-ins for Colin. Daz is back at the table here on yells against him.
Oh no!
Colin.
So that's what I mean by that shot earlier. If he'd left an angle on that red second shot, he would never have to worry about the black.
I think the double's away.
I think he's nailed the double, yeah.
Yep. Great shot by Colin. Should never have been in that position, no, but well played by Colin.
Like I said earlier, it'll be interesting to see how Baz responds now that he's went behind for the first time. I'd like to see Barry come out, keep his composure, and just get the job done. I'm a bit biased. Barry's one of the local lads, so I'll be rooting for Barry. So I just hope he gets a nice break here and gets himself back level.
Yeah, he's more than capable, but as you said earlier, it's all down to Barry's temperament. It's all down to what Barry turns up. I said that with the Lewis McCull, Brian Cummins game. It just depends on what player actually turns up. If both of them have got their head on, it should be an absolute cracker. Does Chapman's dropped to yellow in the middle there, and the other one's just run away a wee bit from him. He's still got a thin snick here. Fancy him to get it, but it's just all about where the white ball goes for the black. Fancy him to get the yellow though. Yep, he's got it. How's your luck, Daz?
No, he's looking at the camera.
He's looking at the camera. Oh,
yep.
total snooker. Total snooker. Barry's broke into them again and got a ball.
No, that was actually Colin broke from the back there.
Oh, my apologies, folks.
But it's a strange one. He's breaking from the back, but they're splitting. It's not like they're staying safe. Barry's got a chance here.
Yeah, he's got a
I'd
chance.
be playing the yellow closest to the black spot, and then you're nudging the other yellow out, and that opens all the yellows up, and they all go. And you'd fancy someone of Barry's level to be taking these out.
Oh, he's missed the pot, Steve.
Missed about a mile. I actually think he might hit the red first there.
Open table though.
Yeah, I know.
But I think
yeah,
he did.
I think he did. I think he did catch the red first, but he's just opened the frame right up.
Reds of the balls for me now, Stephen.
I think it's 6.5 dozen. I would probably still be taking yellows. He just needs to clear this bottom right bag and another. Well, in fact, the one furthest to the right hand cushion, I don't think that passes. So you're probably right. The reds probably are the balls.
For me, he's got to go top right here, play the blank in the middle. Just got on with him.
Believe it or not, his bad ball's probably the one that he's closest to the now. I'd be playing that up the top just now and
could
clearing
play
these
that
balls.
top left just now, sure.
Yeah, clear them out the way.
That frame at the other side was over very quickly there. I don't know who won it, but I expect.
I'm assuming Daz must have won that. I don't know if did he come into snooker and pot the blank.
I never saw it, to be honest. But we'll soon find out when John Reid goes to the scoreboard, but I think it's Daz. If it is Daz, he's got a remarkable lead. Oh, 7-2.
No.
Apologies. As I said, I never caught it. Oh, Colin.
I don't know what Colin's tried to do there, because I'm assuming that red went bottom left, and he should have just dropped that in. He must have been trying to develop that there.
Lee Washbrook smashed these, and what a break he's got here, Stephen. Red balls all day long.
Yeah, he needs to be taking these out.
Barry back at the table. Did you hang the bag here, Stephen, or did you push the ball out?
I think if it goes, he's got to go game. He's got to go game. All the yellows are there. There's no reason why he should be playing safe.
Yep, totally agree.
That's the thing, though. See, with Colin playing so negative, I can sometimes force
Barry
the opponent to play negative.
Yep. It's not a great shot there, Barry. He might need
got
to play the plant here.
He's got to play a plant. If he's going to play the plant, he needs to play the one closest to the cushion, because that's essentially his bad ball.
That's his bad ball, yeah. Obviously, me and Stephen have Stephen's obviously not gave his views on who he thinks will win the event. But what's the viewers' opinions? Who do you think the winner will be, guys? Does it come out of Scotland, England, Ireland, or Wales?
The good thing about this event is there's probably half the field you could have an argument could win the event.
Yep.
So I think that the organisers have done well to keep it so level. Colin's tried to do a bit much there.
He's been fortunate, Stephen. He's actually killed 3 yellows on his way. He's been very fortunate.
Barry needs to place the white in a way so that he's playing the red onto the yellow to bring the yellow on the left cushion off and come off the bottom cushion and develop the other two. He's guaranteed a shot on the bottom yellow anyway.
Yep.
That way it opens all the yellows up and he should be taking them away.
Big Ryan reckons me and you have got a future in a commentary job, Stephen. I'm not so sure if it's for me. Oh.
Yeah, I think he's just been a bit nicer.
The
good thing is, I've just noticed as well, I missed this at the start.
He's got a big bag in the middle.
That yellow goes in the middle, so he just needs to play that now, get it out of the way.
Used to be watch where the red lands, though, Stephen. If he plays it soft,
it's all about where he leaves the cue ball here as well. Sometimes when you're playing balls and off balls, you can forget where the white's going to go.
Yep.
If he doesn't want to leave yourself too thin on this bottom yellow,
Yeah, he also needs to watch the pace he plays the red at, because the red could easily flick his yellow or
Yeah.
stick to his yellow. And it's just a bit what way he plays it. He needs to watch there's a snook in his cell here as well. Good shot. Played it well. Played it really well. Evening, Drew.
Perfect.
Perfect angle just to roll this in the middle and push the white up the table. Barry should take these out. I looked at the table 2 seconds ago and Lee had 2 drop-in reds, and I've looked back and
One's on the cush.
one's on the cushion. He's not on the frame. I don't know what's happened there.
Barry's perfect here. He just needs to drop in, play a nice wee screw back, flash yellow for a nice easy black.
Gets it all level again, this one. Barry's break. Next, I think it is, Stephen.
Yep.
Unmissable black here for me for Barry.
Well played. Good finish.
As you said earlier, Stephen, I think this game's going to go all the way. It's going to be close right to the very end.
Yeah, I don't think either player seem to be playing at the level to run away. They seem to be pretty level at the moment, unless one of them finds another gear. And the thing is, with Colin breaking from the back, Barry's guaranteed a chance every frame of Colin's break.
Yep.
So he's essentially getting first chance every frame.
Every time that the frame he's getting first dibs, yeah, because he's getting his break. Hope if he gets a ball, then he carries on. Daz Chapman's got 2 shots here. There's a bit of a debate going on with the referee, exactly what's happened there. I miss what's happened, but they're at the table having a bit of a debate. Paul Ramsey seems to think it'll be a Welsh winner this weekend, which means there's only one Welshman in the tournament, Stevens or Gareth Higgins. There's a lot of people I'm sure wouldn't disagree with Paul on that one.
What a break that is by Barry.
He's
there.
a fantastic player, Gareth. And
look at these yellows.
I would actually get excited, Stephen, and think I could pot these ones.
I think you maybe went a wee bit too far there, but
okay.
Yeah,
thanks.
You wouldn't be far away.
Thanks, Stephen. Some people would say I wouldn't be favourite to hit the white these days, but hey ho. We can talk a good game, Stephen.
That's it.
I remember these events. You used to be favourite yourself.
Yeah, I was actually surprised when I seen the betting and see myself level favourite with Gareth Higgins at the start.
Yep. Oh.
Well, we've just been told some news there.
Breaking news. Scotland got England in the World Cup.
Yeah,
they're in the same group.
Interesting.
What was that song George says, Stephen? The Irish boys and English boys gave him to sing him. Ireland get battered. What was the last one we used to sing? There's no party without Scotland.
The last Scotland-England game
didn't work out too well for them, did it?
That didn't work out great for the elite that the English are supposed to be.
Yep. I remember being at a Scotland-England game not so long ago at Hampden. One of my good friends, one of Barry's main sponsors actually, and my accountant, 525, Philip Simpson. He gave me a lot of stick leading up to the game. England this, England that. Lee Griffiths, boom, boom. They still won the game, but I'll tell you what, they got a fright. We've never proclaimed to be brilliant. But one thing we'll do is we'll give it a go.
Always. And the boys are actually playing well just now, that's the thing. They seem to be building a team, and it's young boys as well, which is good.
Yeah.
Good to see them coming through.
Players like John McGinn coming through, Kieran Tierney, Robertson. A lot of these players are now playing at the top end of the English Premiership. They're building a fantastic team. We've got many players in the team now that plays in the English Premiership.
I don't know what happened in that frame with Daz and Lee, but it's 7-3.
I don't know, but the balls got scrapped and Lee Washwick got the frame. I maybe need to have a word with John Reid and get his opinion on it.
Barry took away the breaking dish there. He went a bit of a unorthodox way, but all 8 balls went in, that's all that matters.
So what's your opinion then, Stephen? Obviously Scotland, England, America I'm reading, Iran, Wales or Ukraine in Group B. It all depends if we can get through. We still need to get through. Sadly, there's a lot of things going on in the world now with Ukraine, but hopefully we can get that game played. But at this moment in time, there's a lot more important things going on in the world than football for Ukraine.
I'd be surprised if that game is ever played, unfortunately.
Colin goes back into the pack again and pots the white.
It's went off. I think that might actually be a foul break. I don't think 2 balls went past the middle bag, did they?
Nope. There's the referee.
Yeah. Referee's calling a foul break.
Referee's calling a foul break. He's going to re-rack the balls with 2 shots.
Barry's deciding to re-rack them. The good thing is with Barry breaking from the side, there's not really much danger of the white going off unless he's unlucky.
I think one of the hardest things with the players outside the elite players receiving with the side break is sometimes keeping the white on the table.
Well, I know, for speaking personally, I can't keep the white on the table.
Yep.
I just refuse to break from the side because if you're sitting watching me and I break from the side, you're under pressure because that white ball's flying.
Yeah, it's a difficult one.
Daz has just missed a loose one there as well.
Daz has just missed a loose one there, going into the top bag in the yellow. Stephen, he's starting to let Lee back into this game here. It's 7-3 now.
It's not the nicest to split for Barry. I think Barry's got to go reds here. He seems to be looking at the yellows. I'd be going reds, nudging the yellow just to the left at the moment. That'll open the bag up for the red next to the black spot, and then they all go. It's not an easy finish by any means, but they all go. It's a good shot. He obviously couldn't have pot that red clean, but that's opened the bag up for the one next to the black spot. Just needs to play the one down the cushion just now.
Sorry about that, Stephen. There, must have started this one. Barry on reds here, I take it.
Yeah. He played a good opening shot. He had to play a plant opening shot.
Oh, tried to flick the yellow there. Did he need to do that, Stephen?
I don't think he did. I'd have probably took that in the middle and then worked my way around him. He seems to be wanting to play into balls quite a lot. You're relying on a wee flick here or there, and
Lee's left does a shot here. He can flick off this yellow and put the other one with the white, Stephen. Oh, he's unlucky.
Got it too thick.
He's unlucky, but
thing is, Lee's under pressure now. He needs to.
Lee's under pressure here, Stephen. If he doesn't take these out, I fear this could be his last shot in this frame. He's got a chance to take this down to the bottom. It goes back past the other red for Lee. I feel this is his last shot in the frame if he doesn't take them out.
Barry's played a good pot there.
He's played a good shot.
One good positional shot here, and the frame should be over. He's got the natural angle to come towards the pile of 3 yellows, which is perfect to hold for the red in the middle.
Lee's got the pot there, Stephen, but he's not got a great white ball again. I think he still needs to just play a good shot by Barry.
Yeah, he's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
I think Lee's going the wrong way here, Stephen. Yep.
He's got to play the one top right.
Back double, top right, and just take his medicine, go down the rail, Stephen.
He's got to play top right and then leave the one down the cushion. The thing is, if he covers the bag here, he's still got half a chance in the frame, but
took the bag.
I think he's opened the bag up as well. I think the yellow goes.
Yeah. That was very loose for Lee there, to be honest with the white ball. He potted a great red down the left hand side, and
Barry's took away another good finish there.
Cue ball. Barry goes too clear again.
That's him technically broken dish the last two because Colin gave him the break back. He's answered my question on how he would respond to going behind, and he's responded very well.
He's went from being earlier 3 in front to 1 behind to back to 2 clear again. And if he can keep his head here, I personally think now there's only one winner.
Yeah, I think if Barry wins this frame, I can't see Colin coming back. Daz has played a bit of a loose one there. He got in the black. He's still on it, but he should have been better than that. What's it anyway?
8-3.
Barry's break.
Barry's break is an absolute monster.
I said it at the start of the commentary that he doesn't hit them hard, but they seem to just all come out perfect.
Absolute monster. For me, he's got to take his hard ball first here on the reds, just drop it down the rail, Stephen.
Yeah.
I think he's got to take it first.
He's got the option of going yellows as well, but I personally I'd be going reds.
Yeah, he's just got to roll through for this or screw back, Stephen. What are you doing?
I think he's looking at yellows. He's looking at yellows. It's not. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think there's a right or a wrong answer when the balls are sitting like this. Oh.
I don't think that's what he played, but he's perfect because really the one closest to the centre of the ball line is his bad ball. That was the only ball he really had to play to get on.
One off the top cushion with check side, yeah. No, he's coming off 2 cushions. He could easily snooker himself here. He's okay. He's very fortunate, Stephen.
He really needs to be playing to get on the one on the cushion next. You don't want to be leaving that till last because he's relying on getting the angle.
Who's missed that? Oh. That one sneaks in for Barry.
It's perfect here. All he needs to do is just cue it in, and he's going to have the natural angle on the yellow to come round the back of the red. He might decide to punch it. No, he's punched it in, he's played it well.
Yeah, he's played it well, Barry. Any distraction there for Barry in his eye line. Yep.
Good shot. This black to go free ahead.
Free ahead. It's certainly something he wouldn't have done 2 or 3 years ago, Stephen, to be honest with you. The both of us are very familiar with Barry's temperament. A few years ago, probably he wouldn't have come back in that game for being 3 in front to go 1 behind. But he's shown again, he's improved dramatically over the last year or 2.
The black scraped in there, it wiped his feet, but it's in. Lee Washbrook just went in off the break. I think he's struggling over there.
Yeah, he's 8-3 behind here, and to be fair, the standard hasn't been great. Nerves and big money entry and stuff like that. How can we sit here and be critical?
Yeah.
Alan Reynolds, of course, refereeing the Colin Barry Lynn match. Scottish senior referee, and John Reid on the other game.
Had a bit of a laugh with Alan earlier when he was refereeing my game. A few of my frames went a bit scrappy, a bit tactical, and obviously that's a nightmare for the rest because it drags the game out. And Alan was saying to me it's just karma for all the years he's done it to everyone else.
Yeah, he's obviously a top referee, Alan, now, but he's also a top player. I took over from Alan with the Scotland manager's job. He's a top guy, but he likes a bit of a fudgy frame, does our Alan.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of playing in the Scotland team with Alan a few years ago. He's doing a lot of coaching now as well, and he's a man to see by the looks of it. He's coached Liam Dunstar, he's young boy Kieran Kay that's coming through from Scotland as well. He's had some coaching from Alan, and I think he's going to be some player as well, that young boy. Yeah,
I think when you look over the piece, the ones that are coming through the Renzi stable, if you like, Morgan as well, not to forget. One thing they all do notably if you watch them is they play the percentages. If there's a chance to go, they'll go, but if there's a chance not to go, they'll play the percentages. A few people were asking me a few months ago about Alan's coaching. He's a top coach. There's a lot of young talent come through Scotland thanks to Alan Reynolds with his coaching, and obviously back a few years ago we used to have youth academy at my own place, and there was one at Red Triangle. Mark Boyle started one back then, and Graham Ray notably helped as well, but mostly Mark to start with. Kids like my own Stephen, he came through, Blair Gibb and young Reece Egan and stuff like that. There's a lot of young kids came through the academies. They definitely work. It's a great thing to get the kids off the street as well.
Yep.
They definitely work. There's one on here on a Monday night, McGoldrick. It's not long started, run by Charlie Shaw, and Charlie's very passionate about it. I spoke to him about it, and the kids absolutely love it.
I've been in here a couple of Mondays when it's been on, and it's absolutely mob. I think there's been over 30 kids twice I've seen it.
Yeah.
There's good players coming through as well. The two Corrigan boys have got the Shaw gene by the looks of it.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be ones to watch in the future. Obviously still both very, very young, but you can see they've got some natural ability there. So I think Uncle Jason's gene can maybe keep going on in Scotland with those two boys.
Yeah, the two of them are as keen as mustard. As you say, they're only young.
Dad just played a really, really bad shot there. He had so much margin for error. He can still clip this black in.
Do you play the clip or the double, Stephen?
I'd play the clip. I can't double balls. I'd be playing the clip.
Double was a shot for me, because then you're not developing any reds. But he's been very fortunate with his white ball. Although I think Lee can snick the red into the middle and just got on with his business. Collins managed to squeeze that one in top left there.
Must be playing a plant here.
Playing a plant in the yellows. Oh,
it's a bit unfortunate. I'm not sure if that'll go.
It's very unfortunate.
He might be on it.
He may need to play another plant here, Stephen. Or did you play the slice, go up and down the table with the right ball, Stephen?
He's asking for a bit much playing that shot. But
here we go. Oh, he's kissed the red. He's back onto the same plant, but I don't think he's got anything he can go on here. Crash, bang, wallop. Yep. I think that
he got down and played that very quick there.
It makes Barry a complete favourite in this frame for me now. Barry just needs to roll this one over the back. I think it goes bottom left, Stephen. Could you just bounce the red out and put the white up the table here, Stephen?
I think see if he brings that red out and puts the white anywhere roughly where it is just now, Colin's not really got a shot. Hanging the bag's the easy shot. I don't know if it's the right shot.
I think he just bounces off this one to the right hand side and puts the white right up the table. Tries to nudge this red out. He's putting it up that way.
I think he was.
This might go in here, Stephen.
I don't think
he's fortunate.
That's a great shot. He's still left that yellow, I believe.
Don't think so. Don't think he's left that to the bottom left, Stephen.
If he can't see the bottom left, then he can come off the one on the right to nudge it over.
Yep. Lee Washbrook's making hard work of these. Oh,
how was that went? How was that red drop? I don't even think Lee wanted it to drop. I think he'd be quite happy if it stayed over the bag there.
I think he's just going to clip off this and put the white right in the top rail here, Stephen.
Yeah, he's asking for a lot of luck if he tries to play the pot.
I think he's off his head if he plays the pot. He just needs to flip off the right hand side cushion, back cushion, and just play the percentages.
I think it would say that's what he's looking at.
Yep. Good shot.
Played it well. Has he left the gap for it? Can he cut it back in the bottom right?
I don't think it's a snooker, Stephen. I think he's been very, very unfortunate there, if you can see it.
Because for a total, so it must be tight.
Because if he can see it, he can pot it in the bag that you said.
I think it is a total. I think he's got it. Yeah. All Daz needs to do is try and leave the white down the bottom of the table here.
There you go. Bish, bash, wash. This makes Lee. He's got 3 drop-ins here for me.
Barry just made the top cushion there. I think his heart was in his mouth there.
He's just got to drop this in for a hanging black. Nearly ended up in the jaws there, Stephen. The only place in the table he could have got snookered, and he was about 2 millimetres away from it. Colin's just left Barry another chance here, in my opinion. Take total control. $25-7. Excuse me. Gareth Higgins, Richie Comiskey, and Brian Cummins, Lewis McCool up next. All Scottish battle again. Don't know who'll be on the stream, on the commentary later on tonight. Stephen, any ideas?
I'm not sure, but I think we've got the pleasure of Mark Boyle, Mr. Magic, on the commentary tomorrow night. He said he was going to commentate on myself against the winner of Declan Duff and Dave Portman.
Okay.
And I believe David Rooney is also coming over to do a bit of commentating tomorrow.
Is he doing a bit of commentary tonight?
Yeah,
is he? On
another European champion.
On the Gareth Higgins game and the All Scottish battle. Yep, the Round Dog. European champion, eh? Top boys of David Rooney.
I actually think David will start getting back into it a bit. He's just went through an operation on his eye. So I think once that heals up, he'll maybe start playing a bit again.
Maybe once you can see.
It definitely helps. Colin's actually played a good shot there.
Yep.
He's put Barry in a little bit of bother.
Choices. I think Barry just needs to make sure he doesn't do anything silly here. He is in a bit of trouble though, Stephen. Did he bounce that off the side cushion and just put the white up the table?
I think the only one he can see is the one in the middle of the table.
That's what I'm saying. Did he bounce that in between the two reds and just run the white up the table? Or play the pot like that?
He's played the pot. I don't know if that's the right shot. He's left Colin a chance here. I would have probably tried to stud the white up to the top left hand bag.
I think the yellow goes top right here. Colin just needs to run this move with a bit aside and good shot, Colin. Screw back, he's on the black in the middle. He just
100% the pot into
the pot here. He's taking it in the middle soon. Wow.
It's a great shot.
Played it well, but
great shot.
Should that have been the bag he was gone?
I'm assuming it didn't go in the top.
Is there a right or a wrong reason? Oh, he nearly missed the black.
I'm assuming it never went in the top.
Yeah.
The top looked like an easy shot, doesn't it?
So that takes it back to 3 in it. There's Mr. Chef Ramsey commenting on his opinion on Barry. Yep, he's done well, Chris. He's battled back. He was 3 in front earlier to go 1 behind, and Colin showed a lot of grit to get there after being 3 behind, and then he goes 3 in front again, but it's back to 2 now. Do you think Barry takes this one out? Chris, can you see any other result in the match?
I think that's the first dry break from Barry we've seen for a while.
And it's probably the worst break he's had, to be honest with you, with the splits team.
Yeah, his other breaks have been splitting really well. There's still a chance for Colin, but it's not easy.
One thing I will say about Colin, Stephen, they won't give up.
Never. All he needs to do here is drop this in, make sure he's got a wee angle, play the plant, and then he'll be able to nudge the other red out. It's a little unfortunate there, to be honest. He's
got to go middle again here for me, Stephen, and try and possibly off the second middle, get round behind the one where he's at. He's just at the right hand side of his hand here. I think he's going to go up and down here.
Needs this to slow.
Whoa.
It's perfect. Colin, he might, knowing Colin, he might play to move this. No.
He's on it, but where did the white go?
The yellow might be helping him here.
The yellow might stop the white going in, Stephen.
Yeah. I think he just needs to play this pot, plain ball, and he's going into the yellow, and he's naturally going to be on the last red.
Just needs to be a wee bit of luck that he doesn't end up snookered here soon. The yellow he's flicking into could land anyway.
I think he should probably play it at a decent pace. It guarantees the yellow to be coming out.
To try and eliminate the snooker. Yes, Scott, a lot of people think Gareth Higgins is big favourite this weekend. You'll see him live on here at 7 PM, so time will tell how Gareth gets on. It's not easy travelling away from home in a big money tournament, but he definitely is one of the favourites to win the event.
Lee Washbrook's just played an absolute screamer up the cushion there, and he's back to 8-5, so Lee's maybe getting the old arm going a bit. I don't agree with that shot by Colin there. I think he had to go for it there.
Wow.
All Barry needs to do is bounce this one off the cushion on the left and leave him in behind those two yellows, and Barry goes favourite for the frame.
Lee, to be fair to Lee, he's quietly, discreetly going about his business and getting himself back into the game. He struggled at the start, to be fair to him.
He's played a good shot there as well.
Another good shot, but he looks like he's settled down now.
He seems to be going around the table a bit quicker as well. I don't know if he's maybe got a bit of his stride back.
Yep. Barry's played a good snooker there.
That's all it can take sometimes, is getting a couple of frames on the board, and you get a bit of confidence. He can kick on a bit.
This is quite an easy one for Colin to hit, Stephen, but the problem is what he leaves.
Yeah, even if he pots this, he's played the...
Oh, he's potted away.
He's unlucky. He's played the shot there to bring that one out, where...
So 8-6 it goes here then. It does cheat him, leads to another fantastic finish out there. Barry's got two shots here in the yellows, and to be fair, Stephen, the white ball going in for Colin there, I think he kind of deserved that for refusing the pot the last time.
Yeah, it was a kind of nothing shot he played. I don't really get why he done it.
Barry potting the red here.
I think he's potting the red, maybe trying to nudge the two.
Yellows. Did he go long at the top right back here and try and get on with his business, or did he play the percentages, Stephen?
I'm not sure he can see it.
Just going to play the snooker here, run right through behind him, do you think? Yep.
Yep. He's left Colin a one cushion escape, but
that's Chapman's. What a smash that is, Stephen.
Yeah, those yellows look nice. 3 balls off the break then.
Colin's got a one cushion escape here, but
he's got to play his at pace and hope for a bit.
Oh
no.
Colin, you're not even hitting it.
I don't understand that. Even if he did hit it, he's not gaining anything from it. Barry's got an easy safety shot to nothing where he could pot the yellow along the cushion and take the white in behind the bunch in the middle. So there was no value in that shot. I also don't agree with Barry moving that red. He should just be bringing that yellow off the cushion there and finishing them.
Yep.
That's the negative side starting to come through. If he takes that yellow off the side cushion, Barry's taking them away 9 times out of 10. 99 times out of 100.
I wouldn't be surprised if Barry goes for these now, Stephen.
He's got a shot to nothing here where he can play the pot and his natural angle's coming up.
Oh, he's not even lifted snooker.
That's
it's not even a total snooker, you can see it. Wow.
Strange one for me. He could have played the pot there, and his natural angle is to come up for the
and if it lands nice, he goes middle bag.
Yeah.
Colin's called a total here.
He was never leaving. Barry's got away with that, to be fair.
He's got to lift the white here.
But Colin's got a wee bit lucky with getting the black safe.
He has,
I'd be putting the red onto the black. Putting the red on the cushion, bring the black out. Yeah, I don't know what Barry was looking at there, but he's changed his mind.
think he's heard you there, Stephen.
He's played that a bit pacey.
Yep.
He's okay though, he's okay.
The red's back out though. He'll need to take these out here.
He's playing to move this year, which is
Crazy.
he's relying on luck. He didn't need to do
and
that.
he's now got no shots, Stephen.
Yeah, just
He's
another snooker.
Play a plant or a snooker here. Just played the plant ball.
Good shot. Played that as a shot to nothing. That was a good shot.
Yeah, Barry's starting to pick the pace up here, Chris. Me and Stephen have both said for the start, Colin's a fantastic talent, but if Barry finds his form, I think there's only going to be one winner. Colin done it fantastically well to get back in the game after being 3 behind earlier on and to go 1 in front. Yeah, but Barry's showing his real temperament to come back here, and if he keeps ahead here, he's going to go back to 3 in front. With possibly only 3 to play for Barry. Just as I say that, Lee Washbrook goes 2 behind Stephen.
I never seen that last frame. I seen Daz Cheapman's break and thought they were unmissable.
Oh, 9-6.
Yeah, he must have stream taken about the update there. Yeah, I didn't think Daz would have missed those from there.
No.
Well, he's also had a good break here. Played this in the yellow. The yellow in the middle comes down for the one in the bottom right.
What's it?
See, he's played to move a ball there, and all he had to do was stun it down, and he's got a pot in the opposite corner.
Yeah, Paul, Colin for me and Stephen, we both agree here. Colin played a loose one on the second last red. The last time he should really have won the frame in my opinion.
I think Colin on that second last red there, if he plays the pot at pace, he's guaranteed to be on that red. It'd be very, very unfortunate if he doesn't land on that red. It wasn't that difficult on a pot. I mean, it wasn't easy, but you'd have fancied Colin to get it. A strange shot choice. And if you're going to play safe, he's put his red onto the cushion and played a nothing shot really.
Lee's going about his business here on these yellows, Stephen. He just needs to mind his work here. He just needs to drop this in.
It'll be interesting to see what way Lee goes here. I don't like leaving balls hanging over the bag for my last ball. Just always makes it a wee bit more tricky.
For me, it'd be top right, top left, middle black, Stephen.
Yeah.
It
just all depends how confident Lee is with his cue ball.
Push through 3 or 4 inches.
Yeah.
He's went the other way. Problem is, where does he put the black, Stephen? It's all down to the cue ball.
It's all going to be down to the angle he gets here. If he I'm assuming he can just screw straight out for the black in the same bag.
No, I don't think he can. I think he's got to go round the back at Stephen. There you go, snooker.
See, that's
careless, Stephen.
That's why I say you don't want to leave fingers to the last ball. Even it's a terrible shot to play to move that red. You should never ever be relying on moving balls when you don't need to. He didn't need to play that shot there. If he left the white in a way where he could screw that last ball in and just leave a cut on the black into the same bag, then you've got to play the percentage shot.
For me, he's just got to play this at pace and hope.
Yeah.
This has got to be.
I think you can see enough to double it.
Look up to the sky and have a go.
He's in.
Oh, he's not. Missed it. For me, Daz takes his out. He's got one bad ball over the right hand middle bag.
I think the camera might deceive him. I don't know how far off the cushion that actually is. But if it's
unbottled, he just plays a snooker here, Stephen.
Well, he's got the option of getting behind it and playing the plant on the hanger down the bottom.
Yeah, we could do that.
He might have the angle to get over just now, I'm not sure. No. It's easy now. All he needs to do is pot the one top left, come over to the side cushion and play the plant. And he'll take the view.
Oh, he's missed that.
He has missed that.
The only thing for me it beats Daz here is a fluke.
Yeah, I don't think he can double it, so I think he's going to need to to get a bit of luck.
Oh, he's doubled it. Oh,
Missed it.
rattled the jaws with it. Again, he can still play that plant, Stephen.
Yeah, plans
He
still
just
there.
needs to get back over that side.
Playing the safety. So
Yeah.
he's playing the snooker. It's not a bad shot.
Fair play for the entry and the money and the money that's getting played for you. You're never going to knock anyone out for playing a percentage shot safety.
Colin sticking to the break that he's been using. Kept him really tight this time.
Yep. He's hit it coming out of snooker here, but I think these are absolute cherries for Daz.
Yeah, you've got to fancy Daz to take them. Colin keeping it tight again.
Yeah, he's just trying to keep himself in the game. In my opinion, I just don't get it, Steve. I really don't.
I think.
I'll have a chat with Colin after the game and try and see if we can get his thoughts on it. But Barry's played a double in the reds there, which he's missed. Is it still an open table here?
No, Colin's on yellows. Colin pointed a yellow and played safe.
Play another plant here. Daz has lifted himself last red on the cushion here, Stephen. He should just be dropping this in. Black possibly in the same bag.
Yeah, he's played it well.
Daz will be happy to see that one going, Stephen. That gets him 10-6 clear.
Yeah, Lee was coming back there.
Lee won 5 in the bounce there. Barry's just tried to take the bag there, but I fear that Colin will just play the same shot. Oh, Colin's played
No idea what Colin's tried to do.
Colin's played the pop plant kick. Just never worked out for him. Don't think Colin knew what he was doing there. Barry's just played safe again there. Both of them are trying to keep it tight here. I think if Barry goes, I think
this is a must-win frame for
this
Colin.
is a must-win frame for Colin. That's what I was trying to think there. If Barry wins this frame, I think it's home and hose for me. I think it's home and hosed anyway. I think it would just prolong it for me with Colin. I think Barry will run it eventual winner here. Barry's played a bit of a loose one there, Stephen. Colin's got a wee chance here.
Yeah, I think if this yellow passes red, bottom right, he can play it and nudge the other one out slightly and be guaranteed a shot.
Does he need to nudge out, Stephen?
He doesn't need to, but
goes in the same bag.
Oh my God. I think the percentage shot was to nudge out because you were getting the position on the next ball anyway. I don't actually know what he's tried to do there.
I think Barry needs to screw back across the bottom rail here, Stephen, and take this other one bottom bag and then go into the middle bag. I don't think he's got the angle to screw back and take it bottom left.
I think he's looking at it now. Is it the one he's closest to?
Has he got the angle to screw back up?
It looks like it. That was
he needs to run through and black.
No, he was fine. He's not came far enough.
He just needs to get up on his bad red, and depending where he lands, he either
I actually think
plays a shot on it, or he can land and take the back double.
I think the angle he's got just now, he should play to get in behind the red and take it in the long bag down the cushion.
Yeah, so if he misses it,
he covers the bag. He's played for the double.
Yeah, he's played for the back double, as I called it, Stephen. Problem is the white's flying around the table. It just depends with it. He's fortunate that it looks to me like the black goes in both bottom bags. He's probably going to go two free cushions with this white here because he'll need to play us at a bit of pace. Yep, 2 cushions. He's got that. He's perfect.
Perfect on the black as well. Good shot.
Great shot. Great finish with Barry Lynn in my opinion. Yep. For me, this game's all and over for me, Stephen. And Lee Osbrook's on the black here to go 3 behind. Yep.
Pulls it back.
That game's starting to heat up as well now, Stephen. He was 8 behind at one point.
Just so you are all aware, the next game on the table that Colin and Barry are playing on is Richie Comiskey and Gareth Higgins, and then Brian and Lewis will be going on table 10. So whichever game you prefer, they'll both be live for you to watch. I'm not sure who'll be doing the commentary on the Gareth and Richie game, but that'll definitely be a good open game to watch.
I know one thing, Stephen.
It won't be me.
It won't be me. Yeah, Barry played a great finish there, Chris. Played a great back double and landed. He deserved a bit of luck, to be fair. He pushed the ball out and got what he deserved.
Barry's got a ball again, but
no, I don't think.
No, he's not. He's dry again. That's the last 2 breaks Barry's been dry, and they've not been hanging over the bags like they are when he's getting a ball.
The last 2 breaks when he's went dry, the balls just have not sat the way they have been when he's been getting a ball. Is that luck, timing, cueing? Viewers, you tell us, what is it? Is the break luck, timing? Personally, I think myself, it's a bit of both. I know one player, Stephen, loves a bit of an in-off in the break.
Yeah, that's a thing of the past. I think I had one today. I actually struggle with the break on the tables in here and on the blue cloth for some reason. I think the side, the cup break seems to be the best way to go on these tables, but like I said earlier, it's just not for me.
Do you think the break makes a difference with the break shot, Stephen? Do you think breaking down the middle, maybe in a Hainsworth cloth compared to maybe a Strachan 861?
Yeah, I think the cloth makes a massive difference. If you look at the ultimate pool playing on the Superfine, for example, you split them down the middle and they just absolutely explode.
Yeah. So you think the cloth affects it? Do you think the tables at Ultimate Pool play affect it as well, Stephen?
The tables at Ultimate Pool do play more generous than any other Supremes that I've played on, and I think that could be down to the cloth.
Yep.
It seems to slide in off the knuckles a lot easier, and they play massive, and the ones on the stream tables are even bigger. We've been a different style of Supreme, but the ones out on the main floor are the same Supreme winners that we play on in here, but they're far more generous than any other ones I've played on.
And you think that obviously with the superfine cloth there's obviously got to be an element of that, because if you're playing with a thicker cloth, maybe like a Hainsworth match, thicker cushions, thicker cloth, it's obviously going to affect if you've got something which is super fine. It's obviously sliding into the bags and stuff, especially with the condition of the tables at Ultimate Pool as well, with them being new.
Yeah, I think it's a lot to do with the cloth. The cloth is really nice to play on. It's fast. The ball's split well. I mean, everything that Ultimate Pool's done is designed for the game to be as open as it can be. The rules, the tables, the cloth, everything about it is just trying to promote attacking pool. It's very, very difficult to go tactical with those rules and on those tables.
Yeah, I get that. I've heard some comments where a lot of the players been down there saying some of the tables are playing like 9-ball tables, but I'm a great believer it's the same for both players. Unfortunately, if you get a ball off the break and you've got the ability to finish them, then good luck to you.
Yeah. Barry's got a chance here. I think if that red passes in the middle, he should probably play it now. Yeah, playing a plant. It's a loose shot. I can only assume that red doesn't go in the middle.
Yep.
I don't know why he would have played that otherwise.
The thin slice into the right hand middle, but he needs to be very careful with his cue ball here, Stephen. He could easily go off.
Oh, he was on that at the top. What a shot that is.
What a shot that is.
It's a great shot. Great shot.
She needs to drop this one in here, Stephen, and then
wee bit of side just to straighten it up.
It's all over.
Perfect. Roll through, black in the opposite middle. Gets him on the help.
Yeah, well done to Barry. Took it a great finish there, Stephen.
Yeah.
One to go for Barry. It's 10-7 to Daz.
It's not the result the bookies wanted to be seeing with Barry and Colin here. I think a few people have got Barry on their bet slip.
I've got Barry on my own bet slip, Stephen. Had a wee treble. Yourself, Barry, and the real number one tomorrow.
I think there's going to be a few people waiting on the real number one tomorrow. I know a few people have bet Gareth in their accumulator tonight, and then also the real number one tomorrow.
Well, it really all depends what real number one turns up tomorrow. Don't know if he's flying over or in the car or on the boat or whatever he's doing. But one thing's for sure, he'll be up for it. Club is really starting to get busy now. Great atmosphere in the place. Don't forget, guys, if any of you are local to Rutherglen and Glasgow, get yourselves in rather than watching it on the phones and the tablets. Pop in. Everyone's welcome. Glasgow's number one sports bar. Some people say Scotland's, but I'll not say that. I own a sports bar.
They'll also be showing the
fantastic place.
Old Firm game on Sunday. Anyone that wants to watch it, there's about 6 million screens in here, so you're guaranteed to get a good view.
Hopefully some Rangers fans can come along, because I don't think there'll be many of them on Sunday.
Yeah, it'd be good to make the place a bit bluer than normal.
Big game on Sunday, Stephen, do you think?
Massive game. I think it's a must win for Rangers.
I hear the news that Morelos is out.
Yeah, I see.
Kyogo plays.
I think that's a big loss for us. It'd be interesting to see if Celtic come out the way they did the last game, because they absolutely battered us the first half in the last game.
They came out the last time. They came out the traps a million mile an hour the last game. Be interested to see, as you say, if they do that tomorrow.
The thing is, if they do that tomorrow, Rangers just need to keep it together and try and last the 60 minutes, because there's no way they can keep up that tempo for the full 90 minutes.
No,
it's impossible.
they certainly can. I totally agree with you, because the fitness of the players, and they've seen that with a lot of the Celtic players. since the managers come in, due to the tempo of the training and the way they play, they're picking up a lot of injuries as well because the players just can't physically cope with it. But everyone's welcome here, as I said, but apart from you, Chris Scott. We can easily have a word and get you barred just for 24 hours. Colin's played another loose one there for me. Don't know what Lee was thinking about there, Stephen. He's played that one and left himself on absolutely nothing on the yellows here.
Yeah, he's just strange shot. He just rolled it in and left nothing. He's now looking at a plant off the knuckle, and I think he's asking for a bit much. Another scrappy frame with Colin and Barry here.
Yeah.
And there's Lee's just handed the frame to Daz again.
Yeah, it was a bit of a strange shot. The one before that, Stephen, when he just potted the ball and, landed on absolutely nothing. Strange one. See young Brian Cummins in the building now, starting to get his arm going in the practice table.
Barry playing a double here for to open the bag up. What a shot.
Great shot by Barry.
Oh, he's forgot about the wipe. He's completely forgot about the wipe.
He's completely lost the cue ball though, Stephen.
Yeah, he's not even thought about it. He just went down and played the double. He needs to play this yellow now. As hard as it is, there's absolutely no way I can see him finishing this frame from here.
Please excuse my language, Stephen, but what did Barry do there?
He came off the cushion
and snooker and potted the one in the side bag.
And he needs to play the fin cut here.
For me, he needs to go for the one at the bottom. Yeah,
he's got to rely on so much luck. He needs to get on the next yellow and then have a shot to get on the black.
Yeah, I see Benjamin asking a question there about Ultimate Pool. Do I think Ultimate Pool's all around the one venue? No, I don't think so, Benjamin. I think 99% of their stuff, if it's in a club, it will be in Stoke. In fact, I know it will be in Stoke.
Yeah.
Based on what the players have told me. But for the main events, for the pros and stuff, I think they're taking it to hotels just the same as what the IPA do.
Yeah, there's 4 events this year on the main tour. 3 of them are in the Grand Hotel in Blackpool, and there's 1 in 2 weeks' time in a hotel in Birmingham. So they have opened it up to hotel events. I'd be very surprised if one did come to Scotland, purely because the Scottish boys then can't play in it because it's another rule set. If we play in an Ultimate Pool event in Scotland, we can no longer play black ball rules.
Yep, they would all be banned.
We would all be banned from all black ball events in Scotland. So there's no way that'll ever come to Scotland unless that rule's changed. Well,
sometimes you think they might bring it to Scotland, Stephen, and basically say to the players you've got a decision to make, but then they have got a serious decision to make, in my opinion, because the SPA rules basically state that if you play in our rule set, as you say, you're banned. A lot of people think this is in the dark ages. A lot of people have different opinions about it, but the strength and the size of the SPA in black ball in Scotland, it's certainly a rule that's worked for many years.
Barry's gave away 2 shots there. Yeah, I don't disagree with the rule. I was actually asked to play in the Scotland men's team for the World Rules event, and I had to knock it back for that reason.
Yep.
I don't play many SP events anyway, but I would have been banned from the county events, which is a weekend away with my mates, and I wouldn't want to give that up.
Yeah, listen, I get that there might be some players out there that just say to hell with it. I'm going to play in it if it ever did happen, but they would basically be eliminating themselves from playing for the country and basically playing a lot of tournaments in their door. Obviously, Ultimate Pool's just new in the scene. The boy Barry's been unfortunate there. The boy Mark Quirk, who put some money in, and they're doing a fantastic job. Fair play to them. But how many years does Ultimate Pool last? Is it another flash in the pan? Is it a year, 2 years, 3 years? Who knows? Time will tell.
It will be interesting to see if they can sustain the level financially that they are just now.
Yeah, they're certainly.
I know that one of the Scottish pros, I did speak to him about the fact if an event ever came to Scotland, one of the Scottish pros did say they would need to take a back seat for that event. They wouldn't play in it.
Yeah. I would hope for the benefit of Scottish pool.
The thing is, if you look at the numbers the Ultimate Pool have got, 256 amateurs, 40 odd women, and I think is it 48 pros as well. There's probably only 20 to 30 Scottish people in the events, so it doesn't really make sense for Ultimate Pool to bring it to Scotland anyway.
Yeah, I totally agree. The numbers have been getting in England alone is unbelievable.
I think Colin needs to start thinking about not leaving Barry as many mashes at this. This is a harder one to get out. Barry will need to go 2 cushions this time instead of the 1.
Yeah, 8 ball pool. I see in the chat you said about the players getting banned for SPA, as me and Stephen said. Yeah, they definitely would. Yeah, Benjamin, the rule is still in place, and a lot of people like yourself and people who don't play, well, I don't know if you do play, think it's not a great rule. But when you look at the numbers that Scottish Pool's got, show me another country that's got it, and the success that Scotland's had at Blackwell. Show me another country.
Daz cheating on another finish on the other table as well. He's got practically all over the bags, to be honest, so if you'd fancy him to go 5 ahead.
Silky, I've never said I agree with the rule. Everybody's got their opinion, but there's a very important word in the rule. It's called choice.
Barry's been unlucky there.
It's really up to the players what they do.
I don't disagree with the rule. It is purely up to yourself what you want to do.
Yep. There you go.
There's Mr. Ryan Davey in the house.
You've heard the opinion for a player that it could affect.
Yeah, and it did affect me. Like I said, I was asked to play in the Scotland men's team for World Rules, and I would have played if it wasn't for that rule, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. No,
definitely, and I think the most people that's got an opinion on the rules in Scotland is people out of Scotland. The people in Scotland are okay with it.
Yeah, the thing is that the people that talk about it the most are probably people that will never affect. Yep. It's the guys that would never play in Ultimate Pool anyway, or play in a World Rules event. It's just so it's not really
Cabbage Cam. The rules for this event are the best rules in World Pool, in my opinion. Black Ball.
Yeah, I agree. Black Ball is still my favourite rule set.
Good evening, Mr. Ryan Davitt. Hope you're well. Hope your dad's well. Hope your family's well. Hopefully see you in here over the weekend.
Yeah, there's Ryan Davey, one of the top Scottish players. It did affect him back in the day when he was playing in the under section, I believe, because I think he actually won the
World Rules, didn't he?
I think he won the World Rules World Championships, yeah.
Yeah. Again, Brendan, you say it's a Stone Age rule. It's a rule that works. It works for Scotland. People out of Scotland, some people will like it, some people won't. If the people who are involved in it want to take it to the powers that be in Scottish Pool and take it to a vote and want to put the time and effort in to get it changed, you never know, it might get changed. But nobody's ever really challenged the rule. I go to all the meetings, and to be honest with you, as Stephen said, a lot of the people that talk about it are people it doesn't involve. When it goes to votes and stuff like that at the meetings, it's people voting on it that would never be involved. Time will tell in the future if it ever happens.
The thing is with the rule, it's never really mattered before, because World Rules Pool in Scotland is very limited. It's poor anyway. So
World Rules, with all due respect to everybody that plays it, Stephen, World Rules for me is poor.
Yeah, World Rules is people have said a couple of times they're talking about Stone Age rule for the rule in Scotland, but in the next year or two, World Rules will be a Stone Age rules. They will be gone. There will be no more World Rules. I've already heard rumours of Ultimate Pool joining with the World Rules organisation. If that's the case, they will then start playing the same rules, international rules, and World Rules will be no more.
In England, does that seem?
Yeah.
And to be fair, in Scotland, where do they play World Rules? Apart from up the Highlands and Islands in Scotland?
Aberdeen's the only place.
Aberdeen's the only place. And with all due respect, I don't mean this to anybody, but I think they've done that all due to the international event. They've got a few fantastic players up there,
Yep.
but a lot of those players who play A-team World Rules, they wouldn't make any of their team.
No. There's only two, maybe three that could challenge.
Paddy McCarn's one.
Paddy McCarn and Darren Matthews. If Darren Matthews put his mind to it, he is definitely up there with the best. And Paddy, in my opinion, is up there with the best in the Scottish.
He's a top player. But again, as you said, you wouldn't want to change or be affected by the rule because you go to counties to play with your mates. In my opinion, a lot of these World Rules guys go to international rules to play
do the same thing. Yep.
Do the same thing. So anyway, back to the pool. 12-7 to Daz Cheatham. Barry's still in the hill here. He spotted the black off the break. He's been dry the last two breaks and left pretty much nothing.
Let's just look and see what the split was. Oh, the yellows were nice as well. The yellows were very nice.
The yellows were lovely, Stephen. But it wasn't to be. The black's away, so Barry goes again. 9 times out of 10, Stephen, when the black goes, the next break is dry.
Dry or an off.
Is the commentator giving this one the curse? Or does Barry get a ball after being dry the last two? Barry gets a ball.
2, 3. So
Barry,
he gets 2 there.
If that red slows down, Stephen.
Yeah, he's going to need to take the hanging red first, but they're there. He's got a chance.
He's got a chance to take the game out here.
It's not easy.
Lee Washbridge lost his white ball again. Yeah, I don't think you'll get many here that disagree with me, Alan. Black ball rules for me are a fantastic set of rules. I think if before Ultimate Pool came about, when they sat around the table, I think if some people would have put their personal business to the side, that we could have been all playing off one rule set. Something I would love to see myself. All the pool politics and this one's going away this weekend, that one's going away that weekend, and they're all playing. Some people are in Stoke, Coventry, Blackpool. It would be amazing to see everybody under one roof and battling it out for real big money. But time will tell on that one.
I do agree that black ball are the best rules to play. However, ultimate pool rules or international pool rules are the best to watch. If you're a non-pool player, it's far more attacking. It's far better entertainment to get on the TV.
Yep.
There's no tip-tapping around. They've even got the rule where, for the break, for example, the way we've seen Colin breaking at black ball here, you only need to get 2 balls by the middle bag. Yep. The rule is, in international rules, you need to get 3 balls behind the baulk line. So it forces you to smash the pack.
Yep. No, I'm not disagreeing. I like some of the rules, but if some of the people at the time, Stephen, a year and a half ago when they sat around the table, if they'd have said we'll tweak this, we'll tweak that, and call it Johnny Cash rules, whatever they want to call it, who cares what it's called? If they would have just tweaked a few rules and got everybody sitting and playing off the one set, for me that would have been the right thing to do. But
big shot coming up from Baz here. He's got to find quite a small gap.
Yep.
If he gets the gap, you've got to fancy him to pot the red and win the match. One good positional shot.
Did you drop this in, Stephen?
I'm not sure if he can. He's looking at there if he can drop it in and hold for the gap.
I'm not sure he can.
It looks to me like he's got a wee bit too much angle, but
the white needs to be up in the bulk area by the line for me, or he's snookered.
I think he's on it. I think he's played it well. I think he's on it. Going by his body language anyway, looks to be on it.
Georgie Porgy is on tomorrow morning, 11 a.m.
One good pot here from Barry, and that's it, all over.
I think you're right, Scott. Great pot by
Great
Barry.
pot by Barry.
He's got a 10 out of 10 black for me, and as you can hear, the crowd are going a bit daft. Barry pots this, guys, and it's good night from Barry, good night from me, good night from Stephen.
Yeah, well played, Baz. Showed a bit of character in the end there and held yourself together.
Yep.
Like we said before, 2 years ago I think that could have been a different result, but that just shows you how much Barry's improved and how much his temperament has improved as well. So he's definitely one to watch this weekend. I can see him going deep.
Yep. Thanks for your time, folks. Time for me and Stephen to head home. We'll see you all again over the weekend at some point.
Hopefully.
Take care, guys, and enjoy the rest of the stream tonight.
Hopefully see some of you over the weekend. Cheers.